Hello and welcome back to another game of Dota 2. You're watching StarLadder Star Series. It is game 4 of 4 in day 21. And I am not alone.
'Cause I am here with you.
It's so bad, it's so bad. Okay,
it's the most geeky thing I've ever
yes,
done.
that is never gonna happen ever again, because it's just weird. And yeah, it's just awkward. So SSD versus Fnatic. I have to say I'm kind of looking forward to this game because this is going to be a very important game to decide who is not going to have 2 losses anymore, as in who's going to have 3 losses. And the reason I'm talking about losses is because it's kind of important, because the amount of losses like determine how much what your maximum amount of points still can be. And so the less losses that you have, the more points you still can have. And well, that is well, for one of these two is going to be reduced, basically.
Yeah. And PyCat want to play Prophet, it seems.
Yeah, we do have for SSD again standing in PyCat and Misery. So that's going to be some Danish pride showing here. And they have been standing in for SSD previous time as well that we saw them play. Let's see who's going to get ahead. Just a quick look at the scores, as I just updated it because it was a bit slow. But yeah, we have got SSD sitting on 9 games played total, 7 wins, 2 losses, which is, as said, it is very decent. It's actually really good. And for Fnatic, they've only played 6 games so far, still only 2 losses, 4 wins. And so they still have a lot of games still to play, and hopefully for them, they're going to be able to make it to the top of the list as well. But that's all going to be
5 seconds remaining.
Gonna be decided over the next couple of days, because they've got a lot of games coming. And actually, like talking about that, already quickly looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow we have got ourselves 4 Fnatic games. Fnatic versus Virtus Pro, Fnatic versus NextKZ, Fnatic versus Empire, and Fnatic versus Na'Vi. Of the 7 games that we're gonna see tomorrow. So that's gonna be a day that you can't miss as a Fnatic fan. But first, Fnatic versus super strong dinosaurs with indeed and oh, Tiny and CK banned out. Made sure that there's not going to be a combination with the IO there, but Fnatic with an IO is always pretty scary.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the fact that you made me do such a geeky thing. I think you should be proud, and yeah, that was nice. I'm looking forward to this game, by the way. I think SSD, I mean, on the paper at least, they have a really good team.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited to see them play in this scenario, in this composition. I'm kind of curious to see how Fnatic does up against them. We saw them, of course, earlier today up against Mouse Sports, and even though they were able to win that game, spoiler, but you already just saw the score, so I guess that's spoiler enough. And the numbers are on the VOD, so if you're watching the VODs, then you should be knowing which games you're watching and which kind of order you have to watch them in. But well, even though Fnatic won, they were still not as convincing as I thought they would be.
No, maybe not. I don't know. But for how long has PyCat played with them now? PyCat and
I think this is their 2nd game together, so...
Okay.
Yeah. I guess that, by the way, the chat was appreciative of our ballad.
I really don't think so.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when a kid, you know, like a 3-year-old kid wanna dance, and all the parents are like, yeah, we really want to see that, and they clap their hands, but really no one want to see it.
I feel sorry for your kids right now. I think you just insulted the dancing of your kids. I hope they're not close.
They're sleeping, but they are dancing a lot, actually.
See? Yeah, but I get what you mean. We do have a Naga Siren pickup for SSD. I think this is really strong. I actually say strong because I see it written there, but I think this is really good up against the IO, because if there is going to be an IO relocate somewhere, and Naga's close, there's just going to be a song, and you can either delay it or set up for a good counter fight and have them completely singled out or something like that. I really like it. I haven't seen Naga Siren in a while. Actually, that's not true. Oh yeah, I did. It is true because I saw it in the pub, and that doesn't count. But I haven't seen Naga Siren picked up in a while, and I think it's great, although it's not that great up against the Storm Spirit. Can't really hold him in place with the Ensnare, of course.
This is really old school from SSD, isn't it? Kunkka, Siren, Prophet, I like it.
Yeah. Kunkka, I mean, Torrent up on, like, the combo wombo thing is there. I wouldn't mind seeing some more wombo combo stuff coming out. I mean, Kunkka can be mid, he can be safe lane. So we're still missing a safe lane or a mid, basically. And in terms of AoE potential, I wouldn't mind seeing a Shadow Fiend. But Shadow Fiend up against Invoker, I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be a Honey Invoker and an Era Storm. I mean, I guess this is kind of weird. Who would you expect up on who in this game for Fnatic?
Well, that's a really good question. I guess Honey is playing the Invoker at least, and No-Tail playing the IO, Fly the Visage, so I don't know. Era, Era's played Storm some games, which I don't think it's his best hero, but I've seen him play Storm some games.
Yeah, because, I mean, No-Tail IO, you say that, but No-Tail Visage is also a bit of a thing. And No-Tail Invoker also, because of his, I don't know, because of his micro being best, even though Invoker doesn't really need that much micro, but it does need that fast on fingers. Henny Invoker. I'm hoping for Henny Invoker, Era Storm then. Yeah, doesn't mean that Trixie still needs a hero, we still need an offlaner. Gyrocopter is of course also a hero that would be able to wombo combo with the combination that SSD has. But that one's banned out, and they actually go for Mirana. Are you expecting Kunkka or Mirana mid in this case?
I'm expecting Kunkka mid. It's gonna be an aggressive trial at Mirana, Siren, and Maiden, I think. Don't you agree with me, Shiver?
I could see both happen. Like, it really depends on who Hani picks up. Because Invoker can also be on the safe lane. And Kunkka is, like, I'm hoping Mirana mid. Let's just put it that way.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I mean, that depends on if they play safe lane or not.
Yes,
like you
that
said.
also. Very much so. If it is aggressive tri lane, then perhaps I would like Mirana more because of those arrows. And having 2 melee heroes on an aggressive tri lane is not really ideal. Because the harass that can come out from the Crystal Maiden is not really all that big. We'll see. Fnatic though, one more hero to go for, and that is a Trixie hero, I would assume. Unless Trixie plays the Storm, which I'm not gonna think of. Luna is still in the pool. What am I saying Luna for? I don't mean Luna. It's off lane. We need off lanes. What do we still have? Timbersaw is still in the pool.
I think SSD has made a really good draft here with letting IO pass and taking out CK and Tiny. Not really a good. I mean, Storm is good, but Timber. So yeah, you're calling all the picks, Shiver. Why am I even here?
I don't know. I'm like, do you hear this? That's me patting myself on the shoulder. Yes. Yeah, it's nice. I wouldn't have guessed the Mirana, by the way, just to make you feel better. I wouldn't have guessed that, but yeah, I mean, there's just a limited amount of offlanes still in there. Clockwork was of course banned out as well, so that was a good ban coming out from SSD. But I agree, they have a very strong draft here, and they kind of, I mean, they kind of put Fnatic in a corner here. I feel like, of course, the execution still has to be there, and if SSD is indeed gonna go for an aggressive tri lane, then the counter initiation potential with the Visage and the safety potential with an IO is still gonna be quite scary. I mean, they could easily turn fights around, but overall, I like SSD's draft. If they can execute it properly, then all the better.
Yeah, I would much rather play the SSD side here, but that might be because I can't play either Timbers or Invoker too. So, but I think also the draft is really good here.
Yeah, let's actually, who plays what? Well, Era and the Storm. Okay. Let's, sorry, I was just I was checking it for myself without actually introducing them. So, let's take a look at who is playing what. We've got ourselves Fnatic on the Radiant side, No-Tail playing his signature IO, Trixie on the Timbersaw on the offlane, Era playing a Storm Spirit, a hero that we don't normally see him on, Fly on the Visage, and that will leave Hani's Invoker. And I will stop talking because, well, I will not stop talking, but perhaps there's going to be an arrow that hits. Nope, everybody dodges it.
30 seconds to battle.
But they know
close but no cigar.
Indeed. So you want to introduce SSD?
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit focused on this fight.
Yeah.
I can't say the name of Kunkka. Can you say it for me?
Arise.
Of course, Arise. Arise is played in Kunkka, I guess in middle, and then we have
Misery.
Misery, yeah, playing the Crystal Maiden. Come With Me playing the Naga Siren, and Pycat playing the Mirana in a tri lane bottom as expected, and he's gonna get a DD from the beginning. That's gonna be nasty for him. And in top lane we have Sneaking playing the Furion, and I think this is a great start that Pycat needs. Maybe he's gonna go gank with it. I don't think so. No, he's just gonna last it.
This is very scary. They do have... Fnatic is running a dual mid though. They have got Notil and Air on the middle lane, so they'll try to keep Kunkka under control that way. But that does mean that the bottom lane is a bit scary right now for Hani as well as for Fly. Once they realize that aggressive Trilan is there, which they should now any moment because they see Trian stop, they're not going to get anything. And this is trouble because an Invoker overall needs experience. And he's not going to get all that much because, first of all, he has to share it with Fly. And Fly is not going to be able to get himself too far out of this lane because he needs to be there to save Hani. And second of all, I mean, it's just... He's not going to get any farm either, so how is he going to... The only way he's going to get on par with experience as what he wants to be having normally when he goes mid is when he gets kills with Sunstrike on the other side of the map. Unless SSD fails something big time.
We have an important ward there at least so they can see the roaming, but... yeah, if I'm expecting if SSD is not managing to get any kills here, they're gonna start roaming. So then Honey will get more levels and also. So we'll see. I think we'll have to wait some minutes and see how the first 2 or 3 minutes goes here.
Yeah, where do you expect the first blood to happen? Because all lanes can kind of get out of control.
Middle, I think middle actually. I think middle. I mean, the obvious choice would be the bot lane, but come on, it's soon Christmas. I'm gonna guess for middle.
What else Christmas has to do with it?
Well, then you get happy and you try new things.
Okay.
Like singing in a cost.
Yeah, that could happen. That's true. Yeah, we did do that. Yep, that happened. Sorry. Well, you know, I'll then go for the bottom lane because, you know, we have to have different opinions. But we already see a Rise. He's getting harassed here a lot. And even though, I mean, he's still getting the experience, of course. He's only got 3 last hits, however, and Era sitting on 9-2. It's going well for SSD, for Fnatic in the middle lane. And on the bottom lane, I mean, I guess they could do something about it by roaming the IO bottom, but I don't think it would go better if he's there. So as long as they don't die, I think they're actually doing okay-ish. But if Invoker's gonna get a Handamitis, then he will be getting back on par at some point in the game, if the game lasts long enough.
You're such a Midas fan as well. No, but I think you're right actually, because as you said, sharing this XP with Visage is not good for him. Oh, top!
Oh, and I want to go top. Oh, Snaking lives bottom lane. Has got a dive going on. The Frostbite comes out up on Hani. Is point blank arrow as well as an ensnare. Hani should be our first blood right here. The tower though, Soul Assumption. First blood goes the way of the Crystal Main, still with the leap away from Pycat. He will be able to stay alive, but it is Hani that dies. They totally were gonna prepare for a dive with the click wave coming in. So good play coming out from SSD. Well orchestrated and clutch leap there from Pycat.
Yeah, really well done, and I think this is working out really well because you could say the mid lane is SSD's off lane now, and it's going fine. He's getting levels, so it's really good for him. Yeah. And being 3 bottom, we'll see if Honey's if they're gonna do something new. But as you said, IO going bottom, it's not gonna make that lane any better. No,
that's like the only thing that I could think of is perhaps. Oh, Frostbite, in comes an ensnare, that first fly, the only thing he can do is slow someone down. Honey though, Frostbite Starstorm is gonna hit him and that's gonna be another kill. Naga Siren gets the kill in the end, but it is still Visage, the Soul Assumption that picks up Pycat. That actually makes the trade a bit favorable, I think, for Fnatic. Of course, they're still not gonna be, Oh, actually, it's not yet over, Notil. What are you doing? Oh, he's invisible. I don't see that on IO. In comes the Tether, they're gonna go for this Crystal Main. The Spirits will hit, but will not hit enough, and with the TP coming in again, Notil needs to back out.
Yeah, you can't see if IO is invis or not.
Yeah, this was a bit confusing, and actually Come With Me is thinking about going on the IO. The pinks come off from the side, in comes the Crystal Maiden as well, with nice enough mana. The regen will still be there for Notil, but an arrow flies, long range arrow. This should be a kill going away of SSD. It's going well in the meantime.
Yep.
X marks the spot on Torrent, up on Era, but Arise will not be able to make anything happen with that, or will he? Maybe with one more hit? Nah, he's not gonna. Can't do it. I wouldn't be surprised. I was gonna say that I wouldn't be surprised to see Fnatic rotate their Invoker to top, put the Timbersaw bottom.
No, that wouldn't be bad actually. That's the best movement they could do here. I just want to point out that Mirana used her Starstorm there and managed to not get the kill anyway. and it was completely unnecessary.
Well, I guess she feels overconfident and kind of greedy. I mean, she is the carry after all, and she's not really getting stuff from last hits, because even though SSD is ahead on kills and seems to be in control for most of the things, I mean, the Storm Spirit and the Timber Saw are still ruling the list in terms of last hits. I mean, Nature's Prophet is very close to the Timber Saw, fair enough. But this Storm Spirit is really getting a lot here in this middle lane. In terms of levels, it's kind of what he lacks though, and he will get torrented now. He's not level 6 as said, and he might not be able to get away. The Frostbite is there as well. The bottle, it might be enough. The regen from No-Tail, but Era is the one to die. No-Tail might be dead here as well. Arrows flying him, chasing him still. The torrent comes out. That's a double kill goal in the way of Come With Me, and that's gonna put everything I just said well, kind of down the drain, because now Era is not doing as good anymore as he was. I like the last hit in a nice list though, because it's still like one for Fnatic, one for SSD, one for Fnatic, one for SSD. Okay, it's just messed up. But nice.
That was really nice rotation, and a lot of hero rotated as well. And No-Tail really kept him alive for a long time there, Era. But with 4 heroes, I guess you can't really think that you're gonna survive it.
Oh, if they can kill Era again before he's level 6 with the Crystal Main here, that would be insane.
Oh, that was so bad.
That was as bad as you can get it.
Yeah. Bad communication, of course.
That's what happens with the younger teams. Looks like Fly might be in trouble. The ensnare up until the arrow. Fly. Yeah, he's probably gonna die. Perhaps he can get a return kill though? Nah, the leap will be actually not there. Never mind. There, yeah, Honey's not gonna risk it. By the way, Honey has got the nice Invoker. What's it called? Forged Spirits from Ice Ice Ice.
Is that?
It's Inscribed Ice Forged Spirits. Yeah, that's from Ice Ice Ice. But he's only got the spirits, nothing else. So it's kind of weird. Oh, Era. And luckily for him, he's level 6. But he still has to be so careful right now. This should be the time where he's gonna get ahead, but SSD is so prepared for this.
Yeah. This is gonna be a lot on the shoulders of Trixie, in my opinion. He's gonna have to do a good... I mean, he's doing fine in the lane, I guess, but he's gonna have to do some good rotations, otherwise Fnatic's gonna lose this game.
Honey is being left alone a bit more, but they're still Come With Me ready for an ensnare. So it's not gonna be, it's still not gonna be him free farming, which is gonna be, of course, something that he is waiting for. And in terms of Midas, he's not gonna get it either. Nature's Prophet teleporting in, well, they're gonna die if this ensnare comes in. The arrow will be perhaps be blocked by 4 spirits, but it doesn't really matter. Actually, maybe it does. Maybe it does indeed. With Trixie coming in, he looks for a kill. Perhaps he can at least force them away, rather. No, nothing is forced here. The slow will come in. Go with me, not level 6. No mana, no life points either. That's gonna be Timber Saw with a kill. And Hani lives, which is the most important thing there. He dodges an arrow because he can do that. And yeah, he's just fine. I was never worried.
No, me neither. No, but that was a good rotation. Even though he only got 1 kill, he actually, as you said, also made Invoker survive. So that's a big deal.
Yeah. And
but we need more...
They need more.
More rotation like that, yeah.
Yeah. The Invoker is not out of the woods just yet. And he's actually, I mean, Hani is not even starting to build for Midas if he wants to do that, actually. He's got his Sunstrikes going. Perhaps that's something that he can go for a bit more. Helping out, perhaps on the rise here. The zip is in. Era gets frostbitten. No, Tether comes in from No-Tail. Where's that Sunstrike? There it is. Up on the rise. Timber Saw in the end with a kill. Era will live and snare upon No-Tail, though he might actually go down. But Era will live, and that's the main thing right here. And perhaps they get Come With Me as well. He is still not level 6. Freezing Field for Misery. Is he gonna get a double kill? One more? No, but he doesn't have the mana. Fnatic makes it out alive. In the end, it's a 2-on-1 favorable for Fnatic. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, looks like we're gonna have a go up on Hani. The Cold Snap is there though, and Nature's Prophet teleporting in. They want to get Hani. The Sprout is up as well. Nice blocking constantly with that 4 spirits, dodging the arrow, but he's still gonna go down, or will he? No-Tail! Can he save his carry? Oh my god, that one arrow! He'll live! I can't believe that he made it out of that one alive. That was so incredibly close. Oh my god, that actually happened.
That was such a nice play, both from No-Tail and Hani there. The way he was, wow.
Yeah.
That was. Oh, I almost got the shields.
Oh
no, it's just the door open. Sorry, I'm gonna close it.
Okay, but yeah, that was. Oh, No-Tail, you're dead. The arrow was hitting this time. Starson comes out, Hani. Now he doesn't have an IO to save his life. Oh, and the song.
Uh-oh.
They want to get some
Can they do
revenge for the
something?
nice juking. I don't think they can though, not with the Storm Spirit coming in as well. And they see him move there because they had the ward. Long zip from Era, but he doesn't get come with me anymore. But I mean, Honey lives. I just, you know, that was some brilliant play if you've ever seen something like that. I mean, that was Forward Spirit blocking constantly, Arrow dodging, and then of course No Tail with the life-saving maneuvers as well. That was impressive.
Yeah, definitely. It was really a jaw dropper. What do you say?
Yeah, jaw dropper. I understand what you mean. I don't know if it's the thing, but oh, Era. Here comes the ensnare, but Storms is always able to zip away from that, so he's gonna zip away into Hani's arms. He's kind of out of mana though, Era that is, so he has to be careful.
Spent so much. Oh, that arrow! Oh.
No, he dodged it. And he will live. In the meantime, on the top lane, Trixie, he's still trying to get some more farm. I mean, in terms of net worth, we do have Timbersaw sitting highest on the list. Because he's 3-0-1. He's been involved in 4 out of the 5 kills for his team. He hasn't died just yet. And has just out-farmed Nature's Prophet. That's basically what it's come down to. Do have Storm Spirit very high as well. And with help of No-Tail, I mean, it might not be the most, you know, conventional IO teleport situation, but I actually kind of like it. The Era No-Tail bomb.
It's really nice. And I think it's gonna work as well.
Hani doesn't have Wax, he can't go invisible. He will actually die this time. Yeah.
It was his time to die, no doubt. By the way, we talked about quotes, or not quotes, idioms the other day.
Yeah.
Expressions, yeah. What's the expression for... Oh, sorry, middle?
Expression for middle is Arise is dead, perhaps? Spirits hitting still. One more spirit needed. The slow is there as well. Where's the hits? They're looking for it. The dust is up. They know where he is. No-Chill is the one to die here, though, together with the Visage, and the Familiars are still looking for a rise. Can they find him? Yes, they can. They still get him. That's at least something. Snaking did get a double kill from that, though, and that is going to put Nature's Prophet back on the board. He's sitting on 1600 gold. He has his Hand of Midas if he wants it.
Yeah, that was a nice fight for them. I'm kind of a little bit worried about this Potom, though, because he doesn't have much farm.
Not at all. He's been involved in 8 kills, though. He's more of a utility hero now, relying on the Kunkka to carry his, and a split push coming out from the Nature's Prophet, perhaps. But he's got 33
Yeah, but neither of them don't really have any good farm. I mean, okay, Fury and Nature's Prophet is back on track now, but it's not like, whoa, they have so much farm, so a little bit worrisome.
It's more like, whoa, they want to fight, and they're gonna fight. No-Tail's gonna be the target here. Era's, of course, there as well. X marked the spot. Into a torrent, into an arrow, into an ensnare. Yeah, that's just ruthless right there.
Again, using Starstorm without getting a kill. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna ask this. Like when someone is talking and the other person is talking at the same time, what is that called?
2 people talking at the same time?
Yeah, because in Swedish we say speak in each other's mouths. Which I don't think it's called in English.
I don't think there is a saying for that in English, or at least not that I know of. There's no saying for it in Dutch.
Knows.
Or maybe the chat knows, yeah. Ooh, no, snaking might actually be picked up here. Nah, no Sunstrike. Familiar stunts didn't come in time, and actually, hello, Song, Fly, and Hani might be slightly picked off, might be very much picked off. The arrow will hit on Fly. Hani might still be able to do something, but he'll get picked up there just like Fly. Snaking might still die. Familiars? Yep, get it. At least that's a kill for Fly, though he does lose his Familiars, which are not back yet on summon. He needs to wait a full 1.5 minutes for that.
Oh, well, pretty much they have to have the Timbersaw in the fights now to...
Yeah.
As I said, he needs to use that items that he has. I'm worried about that because sure they don't farm much, but they have so good team fight, and the only hero who's really farmed on Fnatic is the Timbersaw.
Yeah, I agree. They need him to be able to do something, because they have to buy space for that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Wow, why is 45 for bottom lane? But they have to create space for that Invoker, because Invokers without farm, without levels, are worth nothing. Relocate, going for them. Bristlemane, Sunstrike will get the kill. Nice. That's it. That's experience for Invoker, so that's important right there. And that's their first relocate actually used with Era and No-Tail. They'll be going back towards the top lane where they were still trying to maybe get a rise. They have got some mana. I'm not sure if they have enough, but they got... Nah, they won't go for it.
Yeah, with the Sunstrike, that's actually a really good combination. I didn't consider the Sunstrike when I looked at the combo. I mean, they deal so much damage.
Yeah, and he is leveling up that X-Sword. Still no point in Wex. Which, you know, I get because he wants to, like, he's low on level, so he needs to have those 2 Forge Spirits and he needs to have as high possible Sunstrike as he can. But he's kind of giving up on his own escapability for it, because I do think that, I mean, that invisibility is going to help him stay alive sometimes, but, like...
It could, but if they plan it right, they're gonna have wards with them when they gank him, so... I think he's doing the right thing here.
Like, they don't have detection on the side of SSD. Yet.
No, but they have a Midas on Maiden.
They do, I saw that. And he doesn't even
and on
use
Prophet.
it. Yeah, there's 2 Midases already on the side of SSD. No Midases on the side of Fnatic. Maybe they can punish SSD for going for Midases? Perhaps?
Yeah, they maybe, but Honey is also waiting for a Midas, which...
Is he still?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like it,
yeah. And Storm is going for a Bloodstone. I really disagree with that build. I think that's stupid.
Normally people go for Bloodstone once they are very much ahead in the early game, and then they can of course afford it, but yeah, in this game I would like to see something more aggressive. They do take down the tower, but they trade it because the tier 1 tower top gets picked off as well, so towers are even. Looks like Fnatic is not done yet, and actually Relocate coming in on the Nature's Prophet. Can they actually get in? Zip in from Era. The Vortex is there as well. It's a Sunstrike. This should be a nice pickup. The Sunstrike not even needed. Teleport's coming in. Maybe a song from Come With Me. But Come With Me actually picked up before he can do anything. Nice kill going the way of Trixie. And that should be actually rewarded with the tier 2 tower. That was a very important kill. Look at that, like, Honey just got himself a ton more gold from that as well. He has his Hand of Midas, well, he will be using that. And I mean, all of a sudden, he's not lowest of the cores anymore. He's above the Kunkka right now. Arrows. Fly! You could see that coming. It's daylight. Come on. Their own courier gets picked up. A boat flies in, but doesn't hit anything. And that was a random boat. And Crystal Maiden just picked up a courier, by the way.
A lot of things happening at the same time here.
Yeah. Bit of a... I mean, Fnatic, they just had a brilliant pickoff and they took the tower as well, but they do lose a courier for it. Oh, and get hit by arrows. This one actually from the high ground, so No-Tail didn't see it. Starstorm, there should be No-Tail dead. Zip in though. Vortex as well. Where's that Sunstrike coming in? But the Vortex already over. Sunstrike gets split up, and Era out of mana right now. He doesn't stick charges. Use them. Use your stick charges. Zip away. Zip! There you go. He's unsafe. That was so close. That was too close.
Yeah, but calling that safe. Oh my god!
These arrows! Pycat is really on point with them. They still will find Trixie, but he can of course get rid of those trees real easily. And it looks like they're gonna lose their tier 1 tower for all that attempted juking around and getting picked off by arrows, but... that was too close. Yeah. If I had heart problems, I would be like, this game would not be good for me. Oh, Relocate in. Arrow will get dodged by Trixie still. In comes the Sunstrike. Will still be hit by Come With Me. He does have a song. Should it be needed? Might be needed though. Everybody slowed. Everybody does it, but nobody actually earned any risk of dying. SSD will be able to live through it all. Looks like Fnatic also though. When the smoke up on SSD, I mean, it will just back them off. They won't actually die. No song used. A very awkward fight, but in the end, SSD take the tier 1 tower, and that's the most important thing right there.
Yeah, and the boat was, even though it wasn't a good boat, it took away so much of the damage. I mean, Era was jumping around them, and they just didn't take damage.
Yeah. That was a bit, well, that's a bit crazy. That boat helps so much. The rum. We are gonna see a tower trade again, a tier 1 mid for tier 1 bottom. Slightly favorable trade for Fnatic, of course. And actually fortification used for that as well. If they can get some pickups off the back of this, actually, they're not even gonna get the tower. They lose their tower bottom, and that's not a favorable trade. In comes the Songfly and No-Tail stuck together. Trixie there as well. They know they need to do something here. No-Tail still alive, and Snare goes up on No-Tail. It is gonna be Fly that dies first, though, from the Starstorm. Come With Me, gets picked up, or will he? Stick charges keep him up, and Io is the one to die. Trixie, what are you doing there? You're dead. 3-0. Going the way of SSD. And it looks like they might be still looking for more. They won't be able to get anything, though. And that is, by the way, a Crystal Maiden that gets extra gold from the killing spree that Timbersaw had. That is also the first time that Timbersaw died, I believe. And that is also going to be a no-shot for SSD. That was an immensely bad fight for Fnatic.
Yeah, that was really bad. And they're going to have to go into this Roshan and contest it. Otherwise, this game is... I mean, it's not over, of course, but it's costing them a lot. And I think... Trixie, did he buy out or did he just respawn very fast?
Trixie. He just respawned very fast. He had a Bloodstone.
Okay.
Dire's
Okay.
middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, he, like, I don't know. Perhaps they could have run faster, as in get out faster. They, like, it seemed to be a bit of miscommunication in terms of Trixie wanted to fight. Well, No Tail and No Tail wanted to get out. Fly wanted to fight, I guess, but nobody was there in time, and it was just a bit awkward fight for them. Perhaps they can get something here, though. The Sunstrike coming out for Come With Me, that's gonna be a nice pickup right there. And perhaps, no tower off the back of it, because in comes the cavalry. An Orchid now up for the Nature's Prophet, that will be used on Era if he has the chance, or actually Houndy. There are so many good targets for that scythe, for that Orchid, by the way.
Yeah.
That's kind of because not only the Invoker or the Storm, but also the Timbersaw. They're gonna go for the Crystal Main. Bye, Misery. You're dead.
These pickups are really good for Fnatic here.
Yeah, they need to keep those up because that's the only thing that they're getting so far. They might still get a Rise as well. They see where he is, but he teleported out just in time. Should be able to get the tower off the back of this. We'll put the towers. One tower in favor of Fnatic again because it is even right now with the tier 2 bottom of course picked up and no tier 2 dead on the side of Fnatic just yet. But yeah, they have to continue with this. They can't let this game go on too long because in terms of late game potential, SSD is gonna win it with the Mirana and the Kunkka and the Nature's Prophet split push. It's not enough. In comes, well, down goes Snaking. In comes a relocate of No Tail and Era. They look for people to pick off. There's still gonna be Mirana around there. Pyket has still got drums though, and I think he'll be fine. He can even teleport out if he feels the need to. But they got the Nature's Prophet, which is a big pickup.
Yeah, but I wonder if Invoker just went Invis there because they stopped hitting him and I didn't really see why. And if that was the case, that is so bad. I mean, Prophet has money for a dust, why didn't he bring one? But maybe you were right then. It's worth taking one in that.
Yeah. Still have detection. Oh, No Tail and Era, what are you doing? Picking up Come With Me? If they can get it, that would be great. The boat comes in though, and No Tail will be hit by that. Actually, no. Oh my god! Come With Me just made the boat miss! Still, down goes Io, but that's gonna be at least a trade. Can they get one more? Maybe a Rise? Is there gonna be another Vortex? No mana for a Vortex. But that's gonna be still Kunkka dead no matter what. That was Fly. Of course, with the Soul Assumption, Trixie still killed off. Soul Assumption coming in again. This time up on Pyket. Pyket still alive for the moment though, and will be making it out alive again. Another Soul Assumption coming in. This Fly is doing work right now. Nature's Prophet picked up by the Invoker. Hani coming in. Everybody is so low on mana. Wow. Like, do they have any kind of mana boots on their team? Because Era, of course, I mean, he's got a Bloodstone, which is great, and he actually got 13 stacks on it, which is amazing. But they don't actually... Like, actually, no, they do. They have got Io with mana boots, but he already got picked up earlier, of course. That was something that they really needed. If they had more mana, they would have gotten more kills. The mana was the only thing that was holding them back.
Yeah, and if the game goes like this, of course, a Bloodstone is really nice to have. I mean, he is full on mana already, so...
Yeah. I mean, we're 23 minutes into this game, we're almost sitting at 40 kills. I mean, 37 kills so far. It's quite insane, especially if you compare it to other games we've had today.
Yeah.
Well, Fly, 8-4-5. I mean, he had some great kills so far. He's actually got most kills of the game. That's quite impressive. Of course, it's easy to do with a Visage, fair enough. But nonetheless, they're gonna go for something again. The relocate was there. They get Snaking. Not even, yeah, that was a relocate. Nice ward at the high ground, of course, providing that vision there for them to do stuff like that. Snaking picked off again. He's hitting a rough patch, to be honest. His Orchid not as effective as he would wish it to be, and his split push therefore can't really get off the ground.
No, and especially against Io, it's really hard. But what's happening right now is Fnatic is looking so strong.
Fnatic is looking so strong. Boat will still come in. Trixie will get hit by that and allows the Rise to get away, but the Crystal Main died, and this should be the second tier 2 tower down. In the meantime, Mirana, as well as Naga Siren, coming in from the back with the Moonlight Shadow on. If they can get a proper initiation, they... arrow on Trixie, long range arrow on Trixie rather, that might be enough. He does have a mechanism and he gets protected by Era. They know where they are right now though, looking for a Vortex and he can't find one. That's gonna be one on Naga Siren without the song. There's no hope for her.
Wow. She
dies. At least Pyket was able to get away, so I mean, if you were to pick off one, better pick up the Naga than the Mirana, but again, that was so tricky, so risky. And Era, again, back on full mana. That goes so fast.
Look at that mana. That's insane when you go along with the IO, of course. So I have to take back that Bloodstone thing. I was wrong.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
No, they're gonna pick up Mirana still because he was just cut out. Relocate coming out. That's gonna be last out of tower. Fnatic, they seem to have hit their stride. I mean, it was, of course, at some point it was a bit risky for them. They were behind, like one fight dropped them to 3.5k gold behind. Still, that's not really that much gold if so much is happening, but they went from 3k behind to 5k ahead. And that's 8k gold within a matter of minutes. And that is quite substantial. So if they pick up a Roshan here as well, that would be amazing. And experience graph shows the same story. I mean, it went from about 0-ish to almost 10k in favor of Fnatic. They are really, they're getting a hit in strides.
Yeah, definitely. And now he has his Saito Eyes already. It's 25 minutes in. Bloodstone and Saito Eyes, and also Timbersaw picked up a mech, so they are looking to just close this game now. And they might be able to, but let's see if Siren can make a good sleep here. No.
No, Hex up, killed off. No sleep for you. Aegis on the floor, nobody wants it, nobody cares it. Oh, Era gets it after picking up the kill. I mean, 18 even if they kill off Storm Spirit, first he'll be back because he has an Aegis, and then he'll be back because he can instantly respawn with his Bloodstone. And actually, oh, they're still finding people. Arise, his boat, is it going to be enough to keep him up? It might not be with Era coming in. Oh my god, the Frostbite, it is enough. And Era, he is not going to get a Vortex in, never mind, he is.
Shit.
Wicked sick Era, ownage being called. He is diving tier 3 tower, sitting in the base, gets frostbitten still, but he's gonna zip in. Wants to take care of this Crystal Maiden. He wants to burn his Aegis. Soul, oh, Sunstrike coming out. Nice kill. Hex up on the Nature's Prophet. His Aegis gets blown right now, but his team is here to back him up to make sure he gets a safe escape. Maybe a song? Nah, they won't be wanting to do anything right now. I mean, this is Fnatic just getting out of control.
Yeah, finding their opening in this game and just using it completely perfect. I mean, I haven't seen any mistakes lately even from them. I mean, from this part of the game, after that bad fight as you talked about, they're just playing really good.
They seem to be completely in their element. They can get anything done. It's like SSD wants to fight with aggression. Well, we'll show you aggression, and they kind of do that a bit better than SSD. And I also think that this is where the synergy kicks in of a team that has been playing together for a long time compared to a team that hasn't been playing together for that long of a time.
Yeah, of course. You're right about that.
Well, let's see if they can still get themselves a bit ahead. We have a Manta style being built up by Pycat. Nature's Prophet is cliff jungling, which is something that we haven't seen in ages, but he's building a BKB. Oh, relocate in, Arise, hexed up already, and that's gonna be one dead Kunkka. No boats this time, and 40 seconds death timer is not that long, but that is because he is still level 11, which is the lowest level in the game. That is your Kunkka solo mid. Well,
yeah, that's impressive actually. And No Tail and Era is playing like identical twins or something. They know exactly when to go and where to go, and they're just having such a good synergy.
Oh, honey, what's he doing? He's gonna find Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden's gonna find him. Silence, stop. Can he take him down? Where's the Sunstrike? No Sunstrike. Doesn't need it. Just right legs. Dominating Hani right now. He is getting caught out slightly, though. I mean, I don't think he thought this one through. That wasn't really worth using. Yeah, no, that wasn't really worth it at all. I was just about to make a compliment. I think that's why. I mean, I was gonna say like he had such a tough early game, and now he's sitting second highest on net worth. He might not be that high on levels just yet. I mean, he is still one of the higher ones, but he's still level 16 compared to level 16 Timber offlane and level 18 Storm. So normally you'd expect him to see him higher, but he is doing an amazing job considering the game that he's had apart from just now. And I think you kind of jinxed it as well by saying like they didn't make any mistakes, and they just did. So man.
Yeah, that was my bad. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, come with me. Hexed up. You're dead again. Oh, this
goes so fast.
Yeah, this is getting from bad to worse. If they can get a tier 3, that like SSD, your tier 3 is under attack. I don't know if you know this, and I think you do. But don't you want to try to take the fight? Nature's Pro or Hani coming back in with his boost of travel. They want to try and take a tier 2 on the bottom for it, but you know they'll get that. But that's not a decent trade. Especially not if they're going to lose a Rex for it as well. They're going to actually try to continue pushing bottom. See if they can force them back. Well, they will be able to force them back. I don't think they're going to be able to force them back before the Rex are down. And especially not after the tier 3 is dead. I think they're going to be able to defend that one bottom.
Sneaking is just going to die from a relocate, so... Just oh no, he's not even
he's
staying.
out. But
Radiant's bottom
That's so
tower
weird.
is under
yeah,
attack.
Fnatic is not even going to try to defend their bottom lane. Perhaps now they are actually, oh, come with me again. They don't want to deal with that song. Well, they don't have to. That's come with me dead again. Boat will still hit up on 3, which is a very decent boat, but it's not enough. Maybe the rum is going to be enough, but Arise, he gets nuked so much. No, that's going to be a double kill for Trixie's Timbersaw. Looking for Crystal Maiden. That's a GG call, though. SSD, they have to tap out. Fnatic will be the one team of these two teams that is still able to get one of the highest amount of points possible here in StarLadder, with still only 2 losses to their name. Again, tomorrow is going to be their doomsday, where they have 4 games in total, including a game up against Na'Vi. They've already faced Alliance earlier this season, where they were taking a loss. So Na'Vi is going to be one of the more higher opponents that they still have to face. But the GG well played indeed comes out. It is Fnatic that is victorious. And this was our last game of the day. Any last words for this game? What do you think, outplayed or outpicked or outlaned? Because at the start I thought, well, SSD has got brilliant lanes. And I think they still did.
Yeah, I think they have better lanes, but I think they weren't really able to, as you said, not such a good team. I mean, they haven't played it together for a long time, or I mean, for such a long time as Fnatic. So when the mid game started to happen, and when both IO and Storm was starting to be a force to reckon with, I think they managed to snowball the game, and it looked like Fnatic should lose for the first 15 minutes in my eyes, and then all of a sudden, bam! And this Storm has 25 charges on his Bloodstone, and he has a Hex.
Yeah.
That was weird.
And then things get out of control real fast. So yeah, well, good game from SSD, and they definitely have potential. They just well, they just got beaten by a very strong team. There's no shame in that. I think.
No. They played good. I was impressed by their play early game. So.
Do you have any shoutouts and plugins where people can find you, or if they want to follow you, where can they do that, and shoutouts, etc.?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter, and my Twitter name is so hard, so when I say it now, you will still not be able to follow me. But I'm gonna say it. It's at Papa Kim Falun. I'm gonna write it in the chat as well, so you can see it. Otherwise, not much. What can I say? Merry Christmas to you, Shiver, and I hope you have a lot of nice casts future more. I'm gonna be busy eating a lot of cakes and gaining weight, which is something I'm really good at, actually.
Well, good to hear, of course. To you, happy birthday in advance for tomorrow. Hope you have a great day. And of course, happy holidays also to everybody. I will be back tomorrow, so I'm gonna say happy holidays maybe all 3 days from now on. But, you know, happy holidays regardless. And thank you for co-casting with me, especially on such short notice, because it was kind of short notice.
Definitely. Thank you for having me. I always have fun. It's a great thing casting with you, Cheaper.
Yay. And it was some fun games too, I have to say. Like, especially this last one.
Definitely.
They definitely delivered. Yeah, that's good. So, for all people watching, I am gonna not play any more games tonight. I did say I was maybe playing another sub game, but I realized that I have to still help my sister make a music quiz, and I have to put time in that, so that goes first.
Make a question about the beards.
I don't think that people will know that one. Like, my family has to be able to answer it, but I don't think, like... No, that's not... I don't think that's gonna work out. It has to be songs that everybody knows, and it's not a young audience. Well, it's a young and old audience, so it's... But yeah, it's not gonna happen, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be casting, of course, more Dota tomorrow, starting from 1600 CT time, so 4 PM in the afternoon in Europe time. As said, Fnatic Virtus Pro, Fnatic Next KZ, Fnatic Empire, Empire Sigma, Sigma Cupid, Fnatic Na'Vi, SSD Na'Vi. Those will be all our games tomorrow. Make sure you tune in, because they're definitely gonna be worth it. And I might be playing some matchmaking beforehand, but I'm not entirely sure just yet. It depends on how far I get with the music quiz, and how early I get awake, and how long this series lasts between IG and LGD, I think. No, between DK and... Crap, I have to cheat. Between... Oh god. I have to refresh something before I can actually cheat. How about that? Between LGD and Tung Fu. Well, that was... Yeah, okay. Between LGD and Tung Fu. Those were the case. I thought it was DK. I'll look that up. Anyways, the game for the WPCAs. game, best of 5. So, anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me, and have a great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you're from. Bye bye.